crooked. Hello, hello, hello. That's how my life is today, crooked. Just crookedy, crookedy. Hi, Sue. Good morning, Baroni. Ooh, it's kind of chilly over here. Great. That means my nose is going to run because, hasn't been running the entire time, but it's going to run since I hit the live button. All right, let me get me into the group. Groupasa? What's going on, peeps? What's happening to Brioni? We are only to reach 100 degrees today. Only. Okay. Hi, Trees. How are you? Lordy be. Woo, it's kind of nippy in here. My hands is freezing. Poor Troy. When I have to change him, I'm trying not to touch his skin because it's freezing. Nothing worse than touching a warm body with cold hands. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on a minute. Troy left a pudding over here and it has leaked all over my desk. Oh my goodness, Troy. Nasty. You left your pudding over here. It's dripping all over everything. Come show everybody how handsome you are. Come on. Come over here. Say hi. It's in my snowflakes. Oh, God. Oh, boys. Swear to you. Hi, April. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Miss Linda. Miss Linda Baker, is that you? Grandma Linda? Hi, Valerie. Hi, Rochelle. Lots of snow. Negative 40 below? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Whew, that just hurts my bones. Hi, Miss Edie. Come here so they can see. Look how handsome he is. Can you see him? I cut him's hairs. On Sunday after I was done with Lindy. I had to cut Trevor and Troy's hair. And I've been kind of putting it off because it's chilly. But his poor little hairs was sticking him in his eyeballs. So I was like, we got to cut that stuff. He doesn't even look handsome. Did Miss Linda say that's her? Miss Linda? Yep, that's me. Okay, I thought so. But the tubers, here we are. I'm sitting way over here because this big corgi butt is in my area. Anyhow. Whoo! Troy, can you bring mommy her lotion? You put it over there on the counter. I know, doesn't it look handsome? So, you guys, I don't know what we're going to do. So, Trevor's glasses, one of the sides, you know how the screw, anyways, it's been broken for a while. And so I finally got on and I ordered him 2 new glasses. And the reason why that came about was, hi, Tina. The reason why that even came about was because we could not find one pair of Troy's glasses. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Hi. Oh, that's Rochelle. And we couldn't find one pair. And he has 2. And he will only wear these 2 pairs of glasses. So anyways, I get online wherever. Please don't do that. I went online to order his glasses and they are now not making them anymore. Okay, thank you. They don't make these glasses anymore. So I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do if we ever do lose these glasses? And I couldn't find them for like a whole day. 2 pairs I couldn't find. Oh no, I'm sorry. 1 pair, he knocked one of the lenses out and I couldn't find the second pair. And we couldn't find the lens. Where am I going to find a lens in this house? So I realized I had Trevor's prescription, ordered Trevor's and ordered glasses similar, very similar to Troy's glasses, he won't have nothing to do with them. And the only thing is that instead of the blue arms, they're black with a little bit of blue. He won't have anything to do with them. And I'm just like, oh, this is going to be a disaster when we go to the eye doctor and his prescription changes and he won't have nothing to do with his glasses. Hi, Mrs. King. Hi, Barbara Ross. Hi, my Ashley. Okay. It was either that or Linda Baker with a bazillion numbers, the joy of her common name. Hi, Sandy Queen. Okay, so today, I will be very honest, this weather has me feeling some type of something. I don't want to get up and do anything because it's like always chilly downstairs and hot upstairs. So I don't know what we're doing today. I pulled out just a wood round and then a 6x12 wood blank canvas. So we'll pull out some stuff. I do want to try the decoupage gel though for those tissue paper or fabric tissues. So I think we're going to use one of those. Try I buy direct or on the online stores. Huh? Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Try I. Huh? Horribly. Hi, Helen. She must not be talking to me. Hi, Mac. But I do want to show you. So, Miss Linda, not Miss Linda Baker, the other Miss Linda. She sends Troy. She sent him a birthday card, which was really cool because you actually blow on the card, which it says blow out the candles, and you blow on the candles and then they all light up and sing. And then she sent him this one, and look at how cool. Can you see that? Miss Linda Rose. So I don't see her. So thank you so very much. Our Christmas card is adding to our Christmas collection. But it's such a cool card. It's so cool. Troy, can you please bring mommy's lotion? Hi, Debbie. It's really neat. The other one was really cool, so I gave it to Nick, and I'm like, here, can you blow out the card? And he's like, huh? I'm like, can you blow it? And he's like, I'm going to blow. What? Hold on. We obviously need the makeup. You know, we need the makeup. 75. Troy, can you bring mommy's lotion? Can you bring mommy's lotion? It's on the counter. On the counter. All right, so let's get my desk on the screen. Oh, Onyx moved. Oh, she just moved over here. All right. It's a cute card, right? And, you know, of course, Troy likes, like, the lights and stuff, so. All right. But, yeah, Nick wasn't really entertained when I was trying to get him to blow in the card. I think he thought I was setting him up and going to do something to him. It was a birthday card. What was I going to do? There she is. Hi, Miss Linda. I just was showing them the card that you sent for Troy. I was showing them how cool it was. Such a cool card. No, Mama. The lotion. Gotta put my eyeballs in gel. Okay, thank you. Oh, gotta spray my face. The other Linda, yeah. I like that. I need one for Lee. Oh, yes. The kids will love these kind of cards. The one, like I said, the birthday card is upstairs. I'm saving it. I'm sorry, you guys. I really need my lotion. I can't handle dry hands. And I have, like, eczema, so my hands will start being itchy, scratchy. Oh, I got one down my backy. You guys heard that before? Nick thinks I'm weird when I sing that song. Okay, let's give me this on the screen. Whoa. What the heck? Why? Oh, because I was on here with Lindy. I was like, why is it set up like that? I need lip gloss. Good looking out. You are A-okay, man. All right. Troy set my camera up today, so I have a feel. Yep, it was very close. All righty, Heidi. So we have a bunch of these things that I have not used yet. So what else do I have in my little box down here of stuff? I'm just going to pull this all out to see what's in my little Christmas box down here. Bells? When did we use bells? I don't think we used bells. Why do I have bells out? Okay. I'm guessing that these are going to be too small for this round. And this is going to probably be too short. So we might need to think of something else because I don't know. I was thinking of doing like some either wood bin or molds or something. I don't feel like using birds, or not birds, cardinals. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Yes. Troy. Oh, I have an idea. Wait. Oh no, I don't think I have that one. That one sold out really quickly. And I don't think I saved one for myself. The Santa, the only one that's standing straight up. Back to the drawing board we go. Where do we go from here? Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you're very, very prepared. Y'all should already know that we don't do preparation around here. What is this? Oh, that's a biggin. Hold on. We still have biggins left from that collection? Hold on a minute. Where did that one come from? Sorry, y'all. You know, this is how I roll. If this irritates you, my bad, but this won't be the first or last time that I'm not prepared for life. Ooh, wait. Wait a minute. Ooh, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I kind of like that one. And yes, I do realize that it doesn't cover the entire round, but I'm not worried about it. So hold on. Sorry, you just got ejected, little one. Okay, do we like the truck? I'm not really, oddly enough, chickens. Oddly enough, I'm a car person. You guys, most of you know that I used to race the quarter mile. But, this typically isn't my vibe. But, I just did the barn and the birds this weekend. Hi, Luann. But I can't believe that I haven't used this one yet because I absolutely love that one. But I kind of love the tree and I love like the colors because you know that's my jam. You know I love to like age and antique. So you guys pick truck, barn, or wagon. Yes, do the wagon. Oh, I just popped my jaw. Oh, owie, 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 owie. Owie, owie, that like went into my ear. You guys might have heard it. The mic was really close. We could definitely make this a lazy Susan because I have my favorite word, I have the mechanisms to make it into a lazy Susan. So we could definitely do that. But I think we use this one and it's got the beautiful tree. We age this mama jamma up. Can we take some of this off and put this anywhere? You don't know. Let's see. What side do we like better? What is this? Weirdness. Oh, that's even more weird. I guess we'll just use this side. I don't really care for what's happening right there, but whatever. All right, let's do, I don't know. we're not gonna stress over it too much. Let's just use some Waverly plaster. And you already gave me lip gloss. They're already shiny. Oh, for the love of goodness gracious, son, you and your puddings. Puddin' pie. Kiss the girls and make them cry. I gotta put my card back where it belongs. I have so many Christmas cards from you guys. I love it. Thank you guys so much. I love Christmas cards. They make me happy. My mom used to get, whenever Christmas would come, my mom would hang every single Christmas card on the wall. We already knew, like, if we got a card, you got the Scotch tape, you make it a little roundy, and it went on the wall. I don't put them on the wall, but it makes me think of, the little traditions my mom had like that. Gosh, Troy, you're killing me, Smalls. Wagon. Wow, hard to decide. They're all beautiful. Wagon, love the wagon. Wagon. Yeah. Hey, Nicole, I know I've never popped my jaw quite like that before, but it was the one where you can feel it like in your ear. There you go, love bug. Troy, why are you breathing so hard? You need to slow down, son. Slow down. All right. You guys know that whenever you're painting raw wood, especially like, the cheaper stuff like this, we're going to lift up all those fibers. So we'll just put on a quick coat, and then we'll knock it down with a 320, and then we'll put on another thin coat, because especially when decoupaging, you definitely don't want to have the wood fibers poking through your paper. It doesn't look nice, nor does it feel nice. But you want to make sure you knock them down. Don't skip that step. Because you will see it. Where did that blue come from? You will see it come through your paper, especially if you varnish. You're going to see all these weird little bumpity-bumpities. Oh my gosh, did you guys see the finished picture Lindy posted of her shadow box, y'all? Isn't it beautiful? Oh my goodness. Hi, Laura Brown. I heard the jaw crack and it gave me the heebie-jeebies. You heard it? Well, the mic is right here. I'm surprised that more of you didn't hear it, or you probably didn't realize what it was. But, so I had looked kind of yesterday morning to see if she had posted it, and then I kind of forgot to look again. And then I looked this morning, and oh my goodness. She did such a good job, and it looks so pretty. And I'm just so happy. She's happy with it. So I thought that was super cool. I'm wrapping apple cider caramels in wax paper. Apple cider caramels. So tell me about this. Like, did you soak the apples in cider and then put caramel on them, or am I like all the way in left field, like Hush Cherry, you don't know what you're talking about? Because that sounds very yummy to me, but I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to picture it. I'm visual. She did do a fantastic job. Oh my gosh, such a good job. Okay, so we're going to. Oh gosh, I still haven't ordered more 320s. I keep forgetting. I need to order more 320 Gator Sanders. Doggone it. I keep forgetting. So we're just going to take a 320. You're not trying to sand off a layer of wood. You're just knocking down the fibers. So you're literally just going to go over it. And then if you can do this and it feels smooth, you're good. Like butter. Butter. I boil cider down to a syrup and use it to make caramel. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong tool. Wrong gadget and gadget. Good lord. That sounds yummy for my tummy. Hi, Laveda. My desk is so dirty that it's embarrassing. Hold, please. Like I said, Troy had all kind of weird stuff on here, y'all. He had his noodles. He took over my desk. And why am I cleaning it before I paint again? I don't know. Sometimes the way the OCD brain works. Got to do it now. Regardless if you're going to have to do it again. All right. Because we need to do it again. We don't need to, but I'm going to. Especially because I don't know what we have going on right there with the little blue skis. But we're just going to do one more thin layer now that we've knocked down the little wood fibers. And then we'll get our wagon. Okay. Nope, there it is. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's like a long fiber or something. You know I'm bound to get my sleeve, right? Oh, I did already. Can't have nothing nice as a crafter, I tell ya. All right, good. Just good. It's good enough. And you really shouldn't wipe your hands with, something that has wet paint on it. Or crud from your desk, because it gets on your stuff. But do you expect anything less from me? Okay. So yesterday I wasn't here, obviously, because my mail lady said that she was taking the next couple of days off. So I was very stressed. So I was packing orders like a madwoman because she said she wasn't going to be here yesterday and today, but that she had messaged the person taking her place and they were going to make sure to pick up yesterday. And I was like, oh, good Lord. Okay, well, we need to make sure we have all of these out because I don't trust that she's going to come even yesterday, and I would probably have to take them up to the post office myself. So as I'm leaving yesterday to go get, yes, we picked the wagon. As I was leaving yesterday to go pick up Trevor, I see the mail van come down to the end of the court, and I thought she was going to stop at the house. So I wave at her, and then I take off, and I see her go do the roundabout on the court and then pass my house and go to the mailboxes. So I turn, I make a U-turn, I come back to her, and I'm waving at her, and she rolls down the window, and I go, "Hi, did Ashley tell you that I need to pick up?" And she's like, "Oh no, are they in front of your house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the one, you know which one, the one down, the one you passed down there, the one with the packages that go all the way up to the door." It's such, that's why, like, we got my mail lady, I've given her a nice big old tip, because I swear to you guys, like, I can very well take the packages to the post office myself, yes. However, there's too many packages, and I don't want to be trying to carry them in and out of our post office, and it just, the way the parking is at this post office is so bizarre. Like, it's just, I don't know. Anyways, it's more of a hassle than anything else. All right, so I think we're gonna put it like that. Do I want it higher or lower? Do I want it in the middle? In the middle. I think we will put it like this, and then we'll continue the floor. All right, we'll just put it here. Okay, so I haven't tried this in a very, very, very long time. I think I tried them when they first came out, and I brought a couple into the store. Now, by no means, you all know decoupage varnish and glue that will always be my road dog. That will be my decoupage varnish of choice forever and ever and ever. However, these fabric tissues are on another level. Because they're a little bit thicker, I find that whenever I used to use my decoupage varnish and glue, I did not actually like using the fabric tissues at all. Like, I hated using these because it took too much product to put it down, and then it was all goopy and like, no, I couldn't take it until I started using the 3D gloss gel. Then the 3D gloss gel, I started using that, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can get with these fabric tissues now. Love them. Good. However, they do have a gel that they make, that Redesign makes, and the reason why I brought them into the store is because Mac wanted a matte version that she can use, and the 3D gloss gel comes in matte. But I was like, you know what? There's a gel. Let me bring this in and we can try this. So Mac has it, but we're gonna try it, and I think we're going to use the Shine. Troy, okay, pasta sauce, man. Y'all is like, this is like a romper room around here. So we're going to use the Shine. Like I said, it comes in, oh no ma'am. Look at this, the death of your product. It comes in the Shine, it comes in the matte. You guys know by now, this is deadly to your products. You need to throw this out. Throw it away. Take it out, throw it away. If you don't know why, ask me and I'll go over it again. Do not let that cardboard stick in your paints or any product. You need to pull it out and throw it in the trash. Pronto. Hi, Anna. I actually think it's a little bit thinner. We're gonna look at it again. Like I said, I haven't used this in years. If I remember correctly, it's thinner. Did I lie? No, it looks like it's the same, but it's thinner. So the foil yo-yo over your products is okay. The cardboard, no. Okay, now one cool thing about these fabric tissues is the new ones. So I think starting Q2 and further, so the ones coming out, the ones that came out in 2025, those are all reversible, meaning that they go whichever side you want them to go. Any of the fabric tissues from back, they're not reversible, but these are. So do we care which way we have the tree? I actually like it this way. Okay, I like it. It's sticky. And that's what we want for this, is it for it to be sticky. That line is no bueno. So give me a minute. Hi, Sharon. Anna, are you done Christmas shopping and are all of Nicholas's gifts wrapped? Ask me if mine are wrapped. Is it bad to give everybody their gift in the boxes that they were shipped in? I don't want to wrap. I'm literally going to be... It's going to take me hours to wrap, y'all. There's so many presents in the closet. I don't want to. I really feel traumatized by the wrapping thing. We're waiting for this to get hot. Where's my... I need a little bit of parchment. Anyway. You didn't plan well. Oh. Just throw a bow on the box and there you go. See? Nicole's talking my language. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody cares, right? Then because in the wrapping paper, it goes all over the place, and then you got to put the wrapping paper in a trash bag, and then that fills up your trash can, and it's just literally, can you guys hear that noise? I thought that was my itty bitty iron. I was about to freak out. It was a plane. I mean, what's the point? I sound like a Scrooge. Y'all, my back is going to be hurting from wrapping. And now I have no choice because Trevor's room, I couldn't even get into his office the other day because he was wrapping all of his presents. So all of his presents are wrapped, the overachiever. And so now I have to wrap. All right. So you seen it was easy peasy to get that line out. Just take an iron, put some parchment paper over it, and voila. Okay, we are going to use a squeegee, but we're not going to use the cloth side. We're going to use the opposite side because I don't want any product on my squeegee. We're not going to have like a Bondo episode like Nick tried to do me dirty that day. What? The heezy weezy? Don't make me take you off now. I need to keep you. Hello? This is why it takes me so long to do lives, because of stupid stuff like this. Stay. Cooperate. Jeez. I haven't even done anything yet. Hi, Roxanne. Put bows on the boxes. That's exactly what Nicole said. See? You all are my people. And I don't have littles. I don't have like, little 2 and 3 and 4-year olds who, like, I think when you have littles, like, you do need to wrap. Let's be honest. Troy Troy loves the wrapping too, so. And Troy Troy's the boss. He trumps everything, but gosh, I just don't want to sit in the closet for days. Okay, so let's see what we think. Oh, wrong way. Let's see what we think. Is it a winner chicken dinner? I will tell you right off the bat though, this is way too thick for me to use on regular rice paper. That's why I said, like, I would never use that on rice paper. Okay. I can dig it. So I believe this is sold out in my store. I don't know how I didn't even announce really. I mean, I showed you guys when I brought it in for Mac, I think, but I might bring in some more of it. I don't know. Now, cost effective wise, I believe it's cheaper just to use the 3D gloss gel. So, I mean, if you have the 3D gloss gel, you don't need this unless you wanted it specifically for the mat or just because you like to collect product. Um, but for me with these fabric tissues, because they are thicker, it drives me bananas when I've got to use a ton of product to get it to stick down, because like you guys see, even when I fold it back, the product comes through the fabric, and so I don't like to work with it when it's all, wet on the top, and then I don't know. For me, it's a big mess. I don't like it. So you almost need something sticky, and this is doing the trick. All right. Alrighty then. It's good. It's good enough. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Jackie Beats. All right, so now let's see. I am a little nervous because it is so sticky. Okay, hold please. I need to see what's going to happen up here. Let's dry this and see how it is. I'm really surprised that I didn't use these. So this one was actually part of, was it the Q2 release, I believe? Like Christmas in July is when these came out. And then the A4s came out the Q3, I believe. Okay. I can dig it. So we'll put a little top coat on here because we are going to paint, especially where we have this big gap where it's not reaching. I don't know though, because this isn't rice paper and I can't feather that edge. I think we might try to pull out some woodgie bin pieces and see if maybe we can't do something up here. Do some trim up there or something. Because I'm not going to be able to blend that harsh line, and that's going to make me a little nutty. Okay, I like it. I could dig it. Again, I like it for this purpose. I wouldn't even attempt to use it with anything else, but for this, it gets an approval stamp. Okay, let's try this. I just put a big bow and greenery up at the top. Oh, up here? Wow, Troy, my camera looks all kind of cockeyed. Hold on. He's so good though, y'all. He comes over here and he turns on all my lights for me. He gets my drink for me. No, that's why I did it up here to test it to see if it was going to be sticky, and it's not sticky. Yes, I did say that. We could definitely do some stone effect. Hold, please. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see what I got over here. What are you, color? You are white. What? Ow! 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 What are you, color? Oh my God, Terry, you cannot reach. You are brown. Stone effect limestone. I need to take these out of inventory. Okay. We can definitely probably do some stone effect down here. I'm trying to think what to do up there though. I don't like that gap up there at all. I wish. Let's get this excess off and then let's see if I can possibly. I'd really love to be able to take that down even just a little tiny bit, because that hump is so noticeable that it's redonkulous. All right. Let's get the excess off. Hi, Nancy Nelson. Yes, Troy does all those things. So way do you show him? So way do you shoo him away? We barely get to say hi to him. Say what? I really like this print. It reminds me of the tree farm we used to go to cut down our Christmas trees. Oh, I always wanted to do that. I don't think you have one coming today, son. To be honest, I really don't think you have one coming today. Okay, I don't like this. Why is it sticky up here? Maybe it's just not dry. It's probably not dry. Hey! What happened? I might have to tighten that screw. Oh my gosh, look at that edge though. Hallelujah. I always wanted to go cut down our Christmas tree, but that's not something that we ever did. All right. Hold, please. All right, hold on. I'm going to need to... I'll just sit you there for a minute. I need to tighten the screw. The receiver for the mic is making the tablet heavy. So it's weighing the tablet down, and it keeps slipping. Okay, sorry. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, I don't like the sticky feeling. So it's obviously not dry because it's not all sticky. Okay, hold on now. We used to go to the bush to get a tree involved. A lot of snow and walking. Hi, Shonda. How are you? That makes sense. Yeah. You probably... Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if I would even want to do this on there, but I need to see how it's going to look. To have one cut edge. You guys can't see squat diddly. To have one cut edge up against another cut edge probably is not going to be the business, to be honest. We can probably do a better job just blending the paint, but I'd like to see. I mean, it's not horrible. See, we can't do it that way because the lines. I think it would just be better for us to add. Never do mind. Never do mind. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this. You guys can. Do you see this little white cast that's happening like a tree shape right here? That's the product. And I don't dig it. That one would actually be okay. I don't dig whatever's happening right there. So down here, I think we'll play with the little stone effects down here. We'll cover up that line there, and then up here maybe we'll do something would-you Benny. don't like what you're doing to my paper. Okay, not going to worry about it too much right now because I can see that it's still wet. We'll focus on down here, but it literally goes like this, and I don't like whatever that is, but we'll figure it out. All right, Stone Effects. Do not put this down your drain. And then I seen somebody make a comment that was like, "Don't put anything down your drain," but really, don't put this down your drain. Okay. Too white. Not the right brown. So we probably will do the stone on here in just this color. And then we'll go through this with some antiquing paste. That'll do it. That's the ticket. Alrighty then. Like not full coloration in the fiber. Hi, Tina Wright. Can you see it? It's there you go, right there. Do you guys see that? So I'm hoping it's just because it's not dry, because if it did something to my paper, I'm going to be angry. But we're just going to, it's not onyx. It's not sticky. So I'm not sure what it's doing, but we'll figure it out, I suppose. Okay, Stone Effects. It's obviously a paste to give you that look of stone. I don't mind doing it down here because number one, I've got that ugly break in the paper, and number two, it's like a snowy ground, so we're going to use it as the texture. Onyx. Knock it off. What did it take somebody like 10 years to get to the door, for goodness sakes? Oh, Lord. So this stuff you can put through a stencil, and don't freak out because I know it looks really white and out of place. We still got to color it and do all the things to it. This is just going to be the texture that you see behind. So now I'm just going to pull this in a little bit to blend it so it's not a harsh start and stop. So you can put this through stencils, you can do it freehand like this, but it's literally going to dry and look like stone. The reason why I picked it up on my palette knife like this is just to give it a different effect, to almost make it look like snow when we are coloring it, because we're going to color it to match this. And you'll find, just like structure paste, it will dry quickly. I'm going to recommend, because I seen how quickly mine dried out, I'm going to recommend that you guys put some saran wrap down inside of here and then close the top, because that you just don't want to waste product. And if you put saran wrap, or I have like this cling film, or like these, you know, the ones that just go like over your jars, they come in all different sizes. If you have that, put it underneath the lid and then shut the lid on top of that, so that it'll keep your product longer. All right. So when I say don't put this down the drain, I literally mean like don't go, wipe off whatever tool you're using first. Your hair's sticking up. How your hair still sticking up when I cut them all? Wipe it off first, then put it in your soapy water, then go wash it in the sink, whatever. Just don't just don't take the water right to it and let it go down the drain. Rubber bands? For what, April? What would a rubber band be used for? Like to keep it shut? Like banding it shut? I don't have rubber bands on any of my products. The only thing that I will do additional is put like cling film and things that I know that will dry out fast. So like the crackle paste, that definitely has cling film in it. These Stone Effects, I will definitely put them in. There's products that I know are good. I've done it in like my structure paste before too. Oh gosh. Is it Tanaya? I'm trying to think of how Lindy said it. I know you have a twin sister. Her name is Tanya. It was a play off of Tanya. So is it Tanaya? Is that how you say her name? I'm sorry if I ruined it. No, I've never seen... Oh, you mean to like put the cling film down, then put the rubber band, then put... No, that's not necessary, because once you tighten the top on the cling film, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight enough. Tania? I don't remember seeing that, but is that how you say it? I'm so sorry. Hi, Melissa Joins. All right. So this is like structure paste. It's going to dry fairly quickly on surface, but underneath it is going to take a little bit longer. We're just going to be gentle with it. Yes. Cling film. So take it off, cling film over the product, and then tighten it on. So you can see how it's drying. And had I not, you can't see it like that. Had I not stamped it up with the palette knife, it would have given it a different effect. It wouldn't have looked like snow, but because of what we're going for, long E. Tania. Oh Lord, let me just stop. Tania. Right? Long E. Okay, so we are going to use some antiquing gel. I don't know if we'll use umber. We might use umber. Bloop, 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 because I want a little bit darker. Umber is hiding from me. We might use them both. And actually, we're going to pull out ochre as well. But up here, this is driving me nuts. We need to do something with this. And wow, we got a whole lot of mess going on here. We need to call the ambulance. Oh, there she is. That's my mail lady and her beautiful son. Okay, let's see what we got. What do we have in here? No, we don't want that. We need a biggin. We need something biggin. We need a long piece. Hold, please. What are you? Do we even want it maybe upside down? No, I don't like that. Do you like any of the sides to it? Hold, please. Didn't Lindy ask me about butterflies? I feel like somebody's watching me. I can't get no privacy. Ooh. Ooh. Hi. How come all your hairs is standing up? How come all your hairs is standing up? Papas. I don't know. Well, we got to open these out of the packages. We can always arch these a little bit too. I'm just trying to find one that I like first before I mangle it. I always feel like, ooh, why couldn't we do that and make that like a wreath? I heard somebody say reef. Never mind. Hang that reef on my tree, on my door. I need to hang a reef. It's not a reef. It's a wreath, isn't it? Unless I've been speaking the wrong English language my whole entire life. Put no reef on the tree. Say what? Hi, Meg. I can't even say it. Oh, Lordy be. You know, they don't call it crafting chaos for nothing. Okay. So, while our Stone Effects is doing its thing, chicken wang down here, I almost feel like it needs to go this way. And remember, it's Woodgie Bend, so I'm going to be able to bend it a tad. Well, it would help if it was... This is driving me bananas, you guys. Can you guys see that? See, my decoupage varnish and glue wouldn't do me dirty like that. So we can do these right at the end right there. We'll still need to do a little bit of color matching because inside of there, you can see that line. But we can make this into a wreath. That's what somebody said. I need to hang that wreath. Like, you need a what? The wreath or the wreath? The wreath. Not a piece of beef on the door. Okay, let me quit. All right, so, all right, we're going to put it this way. And then, oh, you guys, that's why we had the little bells. See, and I didn't even realize why I had bells out here. Okay, so we're going to put it this way. We'll give it a little bend. Once we heat it up, Woodgie Bend does bend and it stretches a little bit as well. But let's get some color matching going. I do want to see... Do I look parched? Thanks, you're the best. All right, please don't put that right there. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Hold it now, hold it now. There you go. Let me, you guys, see, if this was rice paper, okay, no, just stop it, Terry. All right, let's do some color matching down here. So obviously we are going to mix a little bit of our, and just in case, say what? Again, depth of your product, you need to take this out. If you don't take it out, your product's gonna dry up. So please remember to take that out. I don't even know why mine still had it in there. Thankfully, my product is not dry. But that cardboard, what happens is when you leave the cardboard in your product, which one did I take it out of, y'all? So if you have that cardboard in your paint, if you have it in your paste, if you have it in anything, if you realize sometime you'll open it and you're like, golly, why is that cardboard? Why is it all goopy and it's wet and feels really gnarly? It's because that cardboard is drawing up all of that moisture from your product into that cardboard, and it shortens the life of your product immensely. So you need to throw it away. You can leave the foil on there, no problem. Foil is not going to hurt you. You can put cling film on there, no problem. That's not going to hurt you. Leaving that cardboard in there is no bueno. You need to pull that out and toss it away. You don't need to keep that. All right? And you might open it the first couple of times and say, "Huh, what's Terry talking about? It's fine. Trust me, it's going to get goopy, it's going to get wet, and it's going to feel gnarly." And then you're going to say, oh, okay. And when your product's all dry and then you've got to buy more, you'll say, I should have listened to that crazy girl. She kind of knew what she was talking about a little bit. The cold does something to my brain. I don't know. Okay, so you can use antiquing gel right out of the package if you like. I like mixing mine with a little bit of water. It's all personal preference. Like I was telling Lindy the other day, play with it. If you're just using it for the first time, play with it. I will tell you, if you use a little bit of water, it's easier to move. And when you're doing something that has texture, like right here, the stone paste or the structure paste or something like that, it's a little bit easier to move it through when it's thinner, right? Okay, so you see, we already got paint on the sleeve. Why not a little bit of antiquing gel? We're just going to carry through some of the dark here. You're going to take the baby wipe. We don't want anything perfect. Yeah? And we're going to mix in a few colors. I actually don't know why I didn't pull them out all right now. I won't do it. Typically, I would have just stuck my brush in all of those, but don't contaminate your products. I always tell you guys, be better than me. Don't do the dodo birdie things that I do. All right. So because I spritzed the water, I'm going to go ahead and mix these all. These are all going to run into each other. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to change my brush like I normally would, because you can see this limestone is very, 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 very white. We need to darken that up anyways, so I'm not going to continuously change my brush. It's not something that I'm going to worry about. And If they run into each other, that's okay too. It's going to run into each other down here. I'm always taking notes when you talk. Endless hot tips, Terry. Ah, thanks. Yeah. I learned the hard way that is death to your product. And it's just part of the packaging. It's not, if you're like, well, why did they put it in there? It's part of packaging. But, you definitely need to remove it. You guys, there's nothing more heartbreaking than going to use something in your paint. Paints are hard and something is like, well, I didn't even get to use it, didn't even get to really use it. Yeah, pull it out. Especially if you have your decor paint chalkies. Chalky paint period is always a little bit thicker. Our decor paint chalkies have most all of your products are going to have that piece in there. Especially pull them out of your decor paint chalkies. All right, so you guys see, we're just going to mix all of these everywhere. And then what we'll do is we'll pull some back with the baby wipe. Not eat any of our hair. And remember, this is water-based, so if you hate it and you're like, oh my goodness, just hit it with some water. All right, so we're just going to come in. I don't want to remove it all, so I'm just going to literally come in here and just start dabbing. And then we're going to reevaluate and see what we like and what we don't like after we dab it out. I will tell you right now, this kind of stuff right here, I don't like that harsh line. So I'm going to pull it back onto the paper to blend that out. Do you see how much different it looks now? Just by pulling that back. All right. So I'm not mad at that the way that it is, but do you see how there's like a big amount of ochre right here? Looks a little weird because there's no ochre over here. So I will wipe the brush back just a little bit so we can actually get that ochre up in here. Remember, you don't have to be a master painter, right? You just have to lead somebody's eye to what you're trying to accomplish, and your eye it does the rest. The eyes do the rest. Terry, that's a white stone paste that you're using. It was limestone. Stone Effect in limestone. Okay, Megan. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yesterday I sent Megan a text because for work we have a board and we communicate on the board whenever we're working on something, blah, 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 blah. So I was trying to write what I was trying to respond to something, and I was like, the text just kept getting longer and longer. So I sent her a message and I said, are you busy? And I started laughing because that is a really dumb question. So then I sent her another message that basically said, yeah, I would have rolled my eyes once I read that message too. I know you're busy, but can you talk? Are you busy? Yeah, no. No, I'm just chilling, not doing anything. I'm just trying to run a company over here, Terry, but I'm not busy. Just like, sorry. Look at that, you guys. What do we think? Can we tell that the paper ended and that we had to do a little bit of work down here? Because I'm actually thinking it looks pretty doggone good. Again, we're going to take our baby wipe. I'm just going to put my finger through that, and I'm going to pull back onto the paper because I don't want it to show. I actually really like that, and I like the fact that there's all kind of texture down there, so it looks real. Like, I know you're busy too. Does it hurt to add water to your chalk paint? Yeah, it does, Rochelle. So I sell something in my store. It is called Liquid Color Fluid Medium. I tell everybody that if you have acrylic paints, chalk paints, this is something that you need in your arsenal. The fluid medium is actually a composite of our paints, all paints that we use. So putting water in your paint, no matter what, if you're putting water when you have it, depotted and you're putting it on your plate, okay, that's fine. Thin it out, no problem. Don't ever take your jar and put water in your jar. Don't do that. It's not good for the paint. It changes the whole chemistry of your paint, and it's not going to keep it fluid. It's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to make it thinner. It might do it for that day, but once the water has soaked in, it's not good. You need the fluid medium. The fluid medium will actually take your paint, and you don't need a lot. It comes in a small bottle because it's very potent. You don't need a lot. You put a couple of drops in your jar and mix it in your jar, and you will see the paint come back to life. Now, if it's like crusty, dusty, you know what I'm saying? Not bringing that back to life. But if it's just starting to get a little bit thicker, the fluid medium will do the trick. Like I said, it's a composite that's in the paints already, so you're not changing the chemistry of the paint. But water, no bueno. Don't throw water in the jar. Depot it and loosen it up like on a plate or your palette, but don't throw it in the jar, no. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you. Okay, you guys. So let's dry this a little bit. It'll lighten up a little bit. And then we can figure out. You guys, you know what I'm thinking about? How good that's going to look under epoxy. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Have you guys ever heard Ivetta's son, Toby, say beautiful? It is the cutest doggone thing in the world. Mommy, that looks beautiful. All right, let's cover up our antiquing gels. Okay, and then let's figure out, because we're going to use these again, but let's figure out our, don't put it in the water. Don't put it in the water. Don't put it in the water. You're going to need it again. All right, so wood you bin. Wood you bin is pliable once it is heated up. So let's heat it up. Hold still. Oh, hold still. She's like, stop moving. fluid medium. I will tell you, when I started bringing Finnabair into my store, that is the first product that I went to go for, and it was sold out. I was so aggravated. And so finally, when it came back into stock, I bought a bunch, and I don't ever let it go out of stock in the store unless it's not in stock when I try to repurchase it. But yeah, I have always had backups and backups of the fluid medium, because when you have a big array of, paint colors and stuff, you don't get to use them all in a timely manner. And so some of them are bound to get a little thick on you, but that'll bring it back. You guys have seen me actually use it. You guys know these impastos that, for whatever reason, I even took them off the shelves in my store. They're thick, but I can bring those back to life with the fluid medium. Okay, you guys see how now we're getting a little bend out of this. So these right here is where I'm going to probably cut it off. So wood bin, anything you do to wood, you could do to wood bin. So you can stain it, you can paint it, you can sand it, drill through it, whatever. I do have a wood bin discount. I'll put that up on the screen for you right there. So you get 10% off. You use Terry, T-E-R-I, 10. You do need the percentage sign. And then with wood bin, you always want to use a good wood glue. You really, 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 really want to try your best to never use hot glue, because you need something that's going to lie flat. Hot glue always has that little bit of, something. They also do have the wood glue, but you guys know I'm always honest with you. This isn't my favorite. It's really thin and runny, and it takes a long time to catch. So sometimes I'll use it, but it's not my favorite, to be honest. I use good old Tite Bond Quick and Thick. So don't cut it or try to bend it whenever it's cool. Don't ever, 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 ever do that. So I guess right there is straight, yeah? And once we get it on, you see how I can bend it to form it to the top. So I think we're just going to cut it right there, and then we'll sand that back. Let's move you so I don't ruin you. So let's take that angle and just kind of go with it. I just realized that thing is still on the screen. My bad. Okay, and then let's do the other side. And because it is cooler, it's already cooling off. So if you need to heat it back up, heat it back up. You've seen how I was just able to pop that right off. I could fix the camera, I guess, now. That's what happens whenever it's cold or cool. So, all right, so we're just going to sand this so it doesn't look like we just chopped off of the tails. All right. Most people save these. I usually chuck them, but you can always, start a little jar of them, and I don't know what you would do with them, but I feel like if I throw those away, somebody's going to scream at me like my scraps, so I don't do that anymore. Hi, Sandy Triplet. See? Look it. She's already yelling at me, and I didn't even look up to see what she said. You better save those little pieces. You see? Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so I'm going to warm it up again so I can form it the way I want it up there. And then I'll let it cool in that shape. You know, she's looking at me like she's talking back to me. And for the record, I never raise my voice and yell. No, I don't. I've never heard my Ashley yell, as a matter of fact. It's good. God bless you, son. All right, so the first thing, though, that we need to kind of do is because, or do I care? Y'all know I care, but you know what I'm saying. Nah, that's all right. Okay, I was gonna say if I needed to fuss over that line or over this little part not being painted, but the way that this hits, it'll be okay. Okay, so now this. What color are we gonna paint it? I think it just needs to be antiqued and waxed. I mean, let's not try and reinvent the wheel here. Ha! The wagon wheel. Miss Linda, oh, you care. Yes, I do care. I do care. Just thankfully, I'm not going to be able to see it, but I'll probably change my mind and fix it. Yeah, y'all know. Okay, I feel air. Let's get you ready so I don't have to play shake weight and, you know, shaking it to death to get it to come out. Okay, let's use my favorite brushes. My brushes. Look at Jeanette. I took over this little one. I like that color. Okay. Once again, I gotta hold it up in the air because, you know, I feel like you guys can't see it on my desk. Because doesn't everybody have horrible eyesight like me? Put it down, Terry. It's so much easier to paint. Oy, oy, oy. I do work on a glass mat, so I'm not worried about all that paint on there. I'll just get my little scraper tool and scrape it all off. You again? How did you get a shoe off? How come you have a shoe off, my son? Hold on to mama. Hold on to mama. I gotcha. Okay, you can put your foot down. How did you get it off? Did you feel something on your feety? Huh? Is that why you taped it off? Because you felt something on your feety? Something was bothering you in your shoe or something? Something just ain't right. I know, Papas. But yesterday you got a case. Can I have a case every day? Gosh. Why not, Mom? I ask you every day. You would think you would make your life easier and just have a phone case on deck. So every time I asked you, you would give it to me. Yep, I'm having conversations with myself. I don't know why. Y'all are here to talk to. I only yell when I'm overheated. I know Becca has worse eyesight than you, and she's 15 years younger. But I've always had bad eyesight. She has cataract in one. She has a cataract in one eye. Is it like? Can she get that? Do the cataract? Can they do surgery? Or no? Or will they do it when she's this young? How old is Becca? Is she 30? I think Becca's a little bit older than Troy, right? So crazy to me. Say Becca's and Troy. Feel like they're kids. Where did time flies when you're having fun? All right, let's get this off before I. You feel something in your sock, Papas? You want me to take it off again? I know it's not fun when you feel like something's in your shoe, huh? You feel something's in there, bud? Yeah? Go ahead, sit down and take it off again. Maybe we need to take off your socky. Troy got a couple pairs of new shoes for Christmas. I got him some new Nikes and they came yesterday. I hope they're not too heavy. I showed Nick. I don't think they are, but we'll see. We'll see when he puts them on. Yeah, she's having it removed January 8th. She's 35. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, she's 10 years older than Troy. Isn't that crazy? Oh yeah, time flies when you're having fun. He took both of his socks off. He took off both of his shoes. He's like, forget this. Something's bothering me. He's over it. Which is really funny because Troy doesn't like to walk barefooted. So the fact that he just took off his socks and shoes that quickly, something must have been in there bothering him. So he'll be over here for me to put his socks and shoes on in a minute. All right, I think we've got it all based. So let's dry it a little bit and do the fun stuff. I think we are going to use the darker of the two today. I don't know. Maybe we'll use them both. I don't know. Where's Onyx? Is she around me somewhere? I don't want to roll over her. Forget it about rolling over Onyx. How about drop your phone again, you know? Jeez. I'm telling you guys, if I break that phone, I'm going to be so aggravated. Okay. Let's see. Let's go in We're going to get a lot of baby wipes. I don't know what I thought I was painting. I know. I told them you was going to go get some Sakis, son. Honey, those Sakis don't even match. You got a short pair and a long pair. Look at it. The Sakis is funny. The Kapakai. The Sakis is funny. You don't care the Sakis is funny? They're like kind of Punky Brewster funny, son. They're like, you know, one Saki is a short Saki and the other Saki is a tall Saki. I guess as long as you have Sakis on your feet, you don't care, huh? Okay. Yeah. Troy, you know this is so dangerous to put your socks on while you're standing like this, right, son? All right, bud. You're going to have to wait for a minute, okay? Mom won't be too much longer. All right. We're going to take a little bit of the antiquing gel in the umber. Here it is. Oh, I said don't put the brush in the water, and I got a new brush anyways. Oh, Terry loves to wash brushes, so why not? Actually, don't want to mix. Let's not mix the colors, because I don't want so much of the ochre in there. So, son, you're gonna have to wait. Onyx, I gotta get closer to the desk. Son, you're gonna have to wait a minute. All right. Now, if you have your antiquing paste, you can use your antiquing paste for this too. Sorry. Didn't mean to leave it open. My bad. All right. So we want it all in the crevices. Okay. Now, I always talk to you guys about the goopies. I don't like the goopies. Some people love the goopies. I don't. So I'm going to move that out with my brush first. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe it back again. And to me, it just looks cleaner. It looks more intentional instead of like having big puddles of antiquing gel. But that, you know, again, it's just personal preference. So if you like the goopies, you do the goopies. It's not really goopies, it's just excess product. So I wipe it back first and then see, can you guys see the difference between right there? How that looks right there and then how it looks over here. I don't like that goopiness that stays in there. So I'm going to work it out. So I'm going to bring it all over again and then I'm going to wipe it back. Again, personal preference. That looks good. Oh, that looks good. Life is too short to match socks. I never wear matching socks. But these socks, like one is an ankle sock and the other one is like, you know, what do you call it? Active wear or whatever, where it's a little bit higher. I would like for him to wait to not put his shoes on right now, but he's not having it. All right, Troy. Get off the shoelace, you goofball. Yeah, but we've already done the shoe thing twice. So, Troy, stop. You know, it's not like I'm live or anything. It's alright. We do weird things on this channel. Like, you know, put shoes on, make rice, cut hot dogs, do noodles. Okay, sure, son. Now, can Mom finish, please? Good cuggly muggly. All right. For the love of Bob. Troy, here. Again, if you wanted more control on this particular stage, or maybe you know, I don't know, maybe you have a certain look in mind and you know that you want a little bit of depth, but not so much, go ahead and put some glossy, just put varnish on it first, and then that'll give you more control. See, now specifically here, like, no, 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 no way, Jose. I don't like that at all. I don't like the puddles that happen. The goopies. The goopies. I want there to be shading, but I don't want there to be puddles and stuff in there. Just don't. Just not my gig. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, dokie artichokey. And just like I was telling Lindy yesterday, with the antiquing gel and even the antiquing paste, I will always work in sections. It's just easier to control the look that you want without it getting away from you and, you know, having it dry on you and then you having to go through the hassle of loosening it up, or if you're working with the antiquing paste, getting out your clear wax to erase it, and, you know. Just work in sections. All right. Now, if you've seen me pull down the antiquing gel in olive, we're just going to run a little bit of olive into the middle here, because I was saying earlier how we can make that look like a wreath, or, you know, allude to the fact that it's like wreathy. So we're going to take a little bit of that olive and do the same thing on top of the umbra. And you're going to go through a lot of baby wipes whenever you're using antiquing gel. All right, and then we're just going to do the same thing. It's not going to be an in-your-face green, which I really like this olive color because of that. Just a little hint of it is fine. Now, I will tell you what's happening is because I did put the umbra down first, and it's water-based, it's reactivating that umbra. So, not a big deal. I'll go back in with the green again. I'm actually going to take this because it is a lighter green, or lighter whenever you mix the water into it. I'm going to use it at full strength, so right out of the jar. Okay, and then let's wipe that back. And I'm just going to leave a hint of that green behind. Onyx! These are driving me bananas. And same thing though, I don't want the goopies in there. Okay, Nick's in the garage. Did you guys hear that yell? That was a UPS man. I don't know why he just yelled. Feel like in distress or something? Alright. Can you see how there's just a little hint of that green in there? It's not like in your face, but that's I like it. I like it a lot. Just a little hint. And if, you can always add more if you want, but we're not done. We're not done yet. Okay. However, let's dry this a little bit, and then we're going to do a little bit of highlighting, and then let's get it back on our board. I mean, God love the man, but 2 days in a row now, he hasn't been able to see the box that I've needed him to pick up, and it's right there at the door. Yesterday was an Amazon return, and it even said UPS pickup, return pickup. And he rang the doorbell, and so then I went outside and I said, "Did you need me?" And he goes, "Oh, I didn't see the pickup." So today he's ringing the doorbell because he needed to pick up a package. And then he just found it right now. He's a silly guy. He's not my regular guy. Nice guy, all the same. Just silly. Just a little silly because he doesn't use his eyeballs. All right. We're going to take my chameleon wax in green. You guys know I love my chameleons, but I don't want it like in your face green, so we're going to use the chameleon green. I don't know, dude. And then we're just going to, see, that's what I'm talking about. We're just going to play off of the green that is already there. It's going to do the shift. Can you guys see the green shift? I only want it on the high points, so wherever light hits is where I want it. chameleon waxes are amazing. Okay. I like it. I like it. That's a good looking reef. It's Linda. Oh, I was dying when they said that. And when I was like, a what? You're gonna hang a what? Reef. Reef. All right, and then we're gonna go into my favorite, my other favorite. We're gonna do our chameleon in gold, and we're just going to do the outer bits. Once we get it on the picture, we'll see if we want to bring more color to it, but I really don't think so. I want to give it some highlights, but I don't think I want to put color. I like the aged look of it like this. And plus, it's a wagon, right? It's not like Onyx. Put your ears down. Radars. And we will come over here where the green is just to kind of blend. We don't want like a really weird start and stop of the green to the chameleon gold. Same thing. Onyx. UPS man must have had a lot of deliveries in our court because Lord knows I don't need any more gifts to wrap. I'm hoping he didn't leave. It looked like he left packages as well. I'm telling you. Getting closer and closer to just getting brown boxes with bows on it. I can get a little bit of my chameleon wax and go around the box edges. Be a little shiny at least. Okay, look at that. It's gorgeous. Alrighty, IT. What time is it? Is it time for me to go? Rude. Alright, I'm going to give it a wipe back here because I don't want anything weird dragging on my picture, which I usually forget to do. Let's pick up the barn. Oh yeah, see? I like that. Look at that. I think it just looks good like that. All right, do we need to reform this? We do. So let's heat that back up. You're lucky my head was down, bro, and I didn't see you. So we're going to say Asta Pasta was nice knowing you. Peace out, bro. You're out of here with your dumb comments. Look down for a minute and you look up and you get somebody obnoxious. Terry, can you tell Santa I want one of everything you have? Sure, Santa. Then you also are gonna have my problem and be like, oh my goodness, where am I gonna put all of this stuff? Why is that one comment still there? To aggravate me? And everything else has been removed. Okie dokie, artichoke. I don't want to melt the wax, so that's why I'm heating it up on the backside. So let's put on a little bit of Type Bond Quick and Thick. And then we'll get this Mama Jama on, and then I will let y'all go on about your day. I'm sure you're tired of the chaos for today, at least. All right. With Widgerbin, you do need to heat it up before and after. So heat it up before you put it on. Heat it up while it's on to make sure that it adheres. So with this particular one, I do need to keep heating it because I need it to bend. But all right. So before I do any of that crazy stuff, though, I don't want this to dry. So this also is going to dry transparent, but I don't want it to dry on my board like that. So let's worry about this side right here. We're just going to bend these in just a little bit. I really don't mind that it's sticking off a little bit, but I'm going to come over here and heat these sides up. I really like how this stone paste turned out down here. It looks seriously like it's part of the paper, and it looks really, really good. Obviously, we used it on a really tiny scale. This is still here, though, which I'm not happy about at all. All right, let's get this just to curve a little bit. Again, I don't mind if it's hanging off a little, but I don't want it hanging off. I don't want it like straight out. I want it to curve a little bit. Oh yeah, I can dig it. All right, and then really quickly before I let you guys go, I will get some of this glue out, and then I'll hold it up, and then I'll let you guys go, because I know it's this. Oh, it's not the business, y'all. tomorrow when we come back, we've got to fix that before we move on to another project because that is lame. So lame. I don't know why it did that, but I'm not digging that at all. Very lame. Very disappointing. Thank you. All right, let's hold it up. I know it has ears right now, but look at that down there. You wouldn't be able to tell that we did some funny business down there. Look at how it looks. Also, once this dries, oh, I don't need the glue on the back up here. It is sticking up off of the back just a tad, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Thankfully, it's even. But once it like sets, then I'll pull those little things off. But you guys see, just a little bit of paint. How pretty, so pretty. I really like the wagon. We still need to address that piece, and then we need to kind of do a little top coat, and then we can move on to another project tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow, but I'm sure it'll be something Christmassy, probably. I don't know. 1 a.m. here. It looks great. Oh, go to bed. I'll be curious to see how you fix it. Yeah, we'll fix that tomorrow because that is not the business. That is not the business. We'll fix that tomorrow for sure. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your. Is today Monday? Tuesday. Tuesday. Have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. I had really wet hair before I came on, and I was drying it feverishly, and now it's like, anyways. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Talk to you later. Bye!